So if you've updated to Premiere 2025, then you probably know that they have removed the paint bucket effect. The paint bucket effect was really great for adding a stroke to your images in a really simple way. And sometimes you just need that for a project. So I've come up with 3 different workarounds or fixes, I guess you could call them, to add a stroke to images, kind of depending on your situation and what you have available to you. Now, none of these workarounds are bringing the paint bucket effect back into Premiere. I believe there are already YouTube videos out there that kind of explain how to do that, and that's not what this is. So let's go ahead and jump into this first one. I've got my dolphin picture here and I want to add a stroke to it. This first one is using effects native to Premiere, no third-party plugins or any other software or anything like that. So first you'll want to look up Alpha Glow and drop that onto your image. You can change the color to whatever you want it to be. You want to make the glow as big as you want. The downside to this is it doesn't make the stroke super big, and this isn't the final thing yet. After you've added your Alpha Glow, then you'll want to look up Roughen Edges and drop that on. Now, at first it looks kind of wonky, kind of rough. All you need to do is bring down all of the numbers to like 0 as much as you want, except for edge sharpness and scale. You want edge sharpness to be 10, and scale doesn't really affect much. But now it looks like your image has a stroke, which is great. It's not perfect, as you can see, but it is a workaround. Now, if you want to see the difference, so here's with roughen edges, here's without, with just the Alpha Glow. So I feel like that's a pretty good stroke. And like I mentioned, the downside is you can't make it very thick. Now you can make it bigger. So if you just want to copy the Alpha Glow effect and then paste it, and then copy roughen edges and then paste it, it does make it bigger. The only downside is there's kind of like this line. You can see that there's 2 of them, so it's not the greatest option. But that is a workaround if you are in a bind and have to use only Premiere, but you need a stroke around your image. So let's move on to workaround number 2. Let's get a fresh dolphin here. So if you have Premiere, you most likely have After Effects as well. All you have to do for this workaround is right-click your image and replace with After Effects composition. Now, this will open up an After Effects project. You can save it wherever you want, and I'll have your image in it. What's interesting is they got rid of the paint bucket effect in Premiere, but it still exists in After Effects 2025. So then you can drop the paint bucket effect onto your image. You need to change this first drop down to alpha channel and the second drop down to stroke. And then you can change the stroke size and tolerance. You can kind of mess around with the settings to get it how you want it. Once you've done that, then you can go back to Premiere and your image has a stroke on it. So I feel like that is the easiest and best option for me. And it doesn't use any third-party plugins. And I feel like most people who have Premiere also have After Effects. So hopefully that helps. Now for the third one, this uses a third-party program. I'm not sponsored by Artlist, but I just happen to use Artlist for music and a few other things. The plan that I have comes with some video effects. So if you search glow, one of the effects that Artlist has is called outer glow, and you drop that on. And at first, it's kind of like the Alpha Glow that Premiere has. Pretty much, it's like the Alpha Glow, but it has this spread option. And if you increase that to 100%, then it looks exactly like a stroke. That is really easy to me. The only downside is you have to have Artlist. I just happen to use it, and like I said, I'm not sponsored. I just think it's a really easy workaround if you already use the program. So that's it. Those are the 3 workarounds or fixes to the missing paint bucket effect. Hopefully this helped you. If it did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment, and that'll help share this video to others. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.